Hello, thanks for joining me for episode 2 of Movie I Expected, Movie I Wanted versus Movie I Got. Now, I don't have the case to show y'all for this one because it just hit theaters. I'm doing this year's movie Freaky, and it stars Vince Vaughn as the Blissfield Butcher, Catherine Newton as Millie, Misha Osherovich as Josh, Celeste O'Connor as Nyla, and Alan Ruck as Mr. Fletcher, the butthole shop teacher. This was written by Michael Kennedy and Christopher Landon and directed by Christopher Landon. Now, what I expected when I went into this movie was pretty much Happy Death Day, but instead of taking Groundhog Day and making a horror movie, they took Freaky Friday and made a horror movie. Now, we've seen Freaky Friday remade over and over, since the original. We saw like Father Like Son with the Wonder Years kid and Judge Reinhold. We saw the Jamie Lee Curtis, Lindsay Lohan Freaky Friday. The change up with Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman. I mean, it's been done over and over. But this is the first time Freaky Friday's really been done as a horror movie. Now, I did not know this one was rated R, where Happy Death Day 1 and 2 was rated PG-13. So that was my bad. So I went in expecting more comedy and that there would be a lot of cutaway in the horror, But this one, I think it balances both really well. Like when it starts, and I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but if you've ever seen any horror movie, when this movie starts, you know where it's going. So it starts with 4 teenagers hanging out talking about the Blissfield Butcher. And you know that these 4 are going to be like any 4 teens you would see at the beginning of a Friday the 13th movie. In fact, when it starts, it says Wednesday the 11th. And it's done, it's done like it's done like it should say Friday the 13th. And so as soon as the Blissfield Butcher comes after these kids, you see right away that this isn't going to be like Happy Death Day. They're not cutting away. And they definitely drew from Friday the 13th and the original Halloween for this opening, scenes, which was really cool. It just started off really good horror to me. Like a good slasher. And of course, in the opening scene, the MacGuffin is introduced. The thing that's going to make the switch happen and what they're going to have to get if they want to reverse the switch. So, I think even the movie knew whatever we use to make this happen is going to be silly. So let's just get it out of the way and, and believe me, you'll give the movie the gimme of the MacGuffin in this one because it's fun. So anyway, then we, go to Millie and her friends. And we see that Millie has lost her dad. So she's kind of a quiet, kid. And we learn who she has a crush on. We meet her 2 best friends that you see in the trailer. And they're running from the butcher in the trailer. And it's like, you're black and I'm gay, we're gonna die, so that's her friends. Catherine Newton, I looked her up. She's been in a couple things I saw, but I don't remember. She's alright in this. I don't know. I think it's more how her character was written, because in the beginning, she's kind of playing quiet and kind of dealing with stuff. So You really just don't get much from her at the beginning. Now, Vince Vaughn kills it in this movie. The reason to watch this movie is Vince Vaughn. Because, after kind of the opening scene and him coming after our main girl, Vince Vaughn has to play like he's a teenage girl trapped in Vince Vaughn's body the rest of the movie, and he's hilarious. I'd say Millie's two friends they're really great in this, and because they get to interact with Vince Vaughn a lot, they get to have more fun in the movie. So, they're really awesome. Once Millie becomes the butcher in her body, she does get better. So, like I said, I think it was mainly how her character was written in the beginning of the movie. You're just not getting a lot from her. But when she has to play the butcher, she gets more fun to watch. I tell you, this movie, because I went in not knowing that it was rated R, I really expected a watered down horror with a lot of comedy. So this one really exceeded my expectations on the horror front, the slasher front. There's only like one kill that they cut away when it happens, and I mean, even Friday the 13th or Halloween's will do that every now and then, so that's fine. There's a kill in here that I thought they were going to cut away from that they didn't, that a horror fan's going to be like, whoa, they're doing this in 2020, so that was pretty cool. Like I said, it's brand new, don't want to give really nothing away, but yeah, I'd say that once the switch happens, the movie is great, and Vince Vaughn being the butcher before the switch happens is really great. So, I mean, overall, the movie definitely exceeded my expectations. The comedy's on point, the slasher's on point. And this is the guy that directed both of the Happy Death Days, and he also directed the Paranormal Activity. What was this? The one that everybody kind of likes. It was the marked ones. He directed that one, and people say a lot of good things about that one. I don't really remember that one, but he also directed Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, and that was a really good horror comedy. So, and I like the Happy Death Days, even though they're PG-13. I really like both of them. So, yeah. And plus, this is Blumhouse. 9 times out of 10, Blumhouse is really good with the horror. So, but yeah, since it was taking the Freaky Friday concept, making it horror, I just really went in looking for more comedy than horror. So I was pleasantly surprised by this one. It definitely exceeded my expectations. I knew Vince Vaughn would be great in it. I didn't see some of the jokes that happened coming. Like I said, Millie's two friends that have to help Vince Vaughn once Millie's trapped in his body. They're great. Situations they get into is really great. I just really dug this movie. Highly recommend it. For a horror comedy, I'd say it might be the best one to come along since Tucker and Dale. Definitely go see it. Sadly, there was only 3 people in the theater, including me, which is great when, all this, social distancing is going on, but it's really bad when you want a movie to make some money and do good, because that's the only way we're going to keep getting these kind of movies is if they, make money. So definitely go see this one if you have a chance. I really dug it. Really dug it. This is one I might go see again just because it's that fun. So yeah. So in the movie I expected or wanted versus what I got better than I expected. I got pretty much exactly what I wanted. So yeah, 5 stars for me. I dug it. Anyway, that is, today's episode of movie I wanted or expected versus the movie I got. A comment if you want me to review any movies you can think of this way, like tell you what I expected and then what I thought of the movie and all that. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.